You get on the slide? Say, Daddy, you gotta catch me. Sit down. Sit down.
So we just like prefer to free fall. Welcome back to Land House. Hope you're having a great day. I just received a letter in the mail saying that I stole $150 from Kohls department store. I'm gonna give this number a call and see what's up, because I don't think I've ever been in the Kohls, and they're saying I stole in a store that's 4 hours away from here. I worked third shift that day, got off at 10:30, and I have video footage on my camera here as late as from I think 12 till 3:30. So I'm gonna call them, not give my name, and see what time they say that I stole something from this store.
Thank you for calling Kohls department store. Date of the incident as per the report that I got filed here is 04/29/2018. So that's why if you're saying that you were not at the store, then I would have asked for a date of birth. If we have the same date of birth here, then I'll give you instructions how we can have you taken off our case. If you want to get their phone number, I can hand you over to customer service. And can you please confirm your first and your last name, sir?
A question. If you're just going to give out a phone number, why do you have to have first and last name?
Just because when somebody calls, we have to keep on file who's calling. But
Man, what a big runaround. They wanted me to turn off my speaker, and they wanted to have my date of birth and have all this information. And it's strange to me that everybody is Indian so far that I have spoken to. So I'm gonna now go to Google and find the Kohls number here. Well, it took 6 people, but I finally found somebody that spoke English, and they're going to watch some tapes and find out what's going on. Well, today I'm gonna go to my mom's house with Emma, and we are going to rebuild a picnic table. So I'm loading up some tools here, and we will be heading out here pretty soon. Man, that sun's bright. So every year I have an ant problem over here at the tiny house, and I use this stuff, Knockout Fire Ant Killer. And let's see if we can find them this morning. Yeah, they're already out moving around pretty good. So the ants are down in here. They climb up the wall and find their way into the house. So what I do is just sprinkle some of this along the edge here, and it takes these things out pretty quick. So that's the task for right now. I found that it doesn't take a whole lot, and I also found that this stuff works faster than anything else. I'm sure it's terrible for everything it touches, but it sure works. Just a little sprinkling around the edge should take these out all summer long. I'm gonna move it up there. Emma and I just got to Mimi's house, and I'm gonna be working on this old picnic table that is just falling apart. So I'm gonna drag it up so we can get some power tools to it.
These two. Can you do it? You're working.
So by the time you watch this, my sister and brother-in-law and their kids will be back home, but I'm having to water their newly planted garden for them. They've got this bed and going all the way back there. So it's pretty cool. I think they've been doing this with their kids, but they're gonna be gone, I think, a week. So I gotta get out here and make sure these plants don't die of this 85-degree weather. While I'm spraying this dirt with water, I guess it's a good time to say I'm not going to jail. I talked to 6 different people this morning and finally found somebody that spoke English, and they said that the police report was incorrect, and that they had the wrong last name for a Seth that was a repeat offender. Anyway, they apologized, and luckily now I get to continue making videos for you. Emma and I actually just went to town for a little shopping trip, and so I've spent the past couple hours in here in the shop doing things. and I'm currently working on the mounting bracket for the solar panel for the fan that I'm installing in the attic space here in the shop. But sadly, I think we're about to get a monster storm, and before we get that monster storm, I want to go unravel the 300 feet of poly pipe I purchased for the delivery pipe of the ram pump to my storage tanks up here. So let's do that. There we go. It's been my experience that putting these in the sun helps a whole lot to get them unraveled. If you don't do that, they kind of keep their shape here as a big circle. And I definitely don't need that when I'm trying to stretch it out from the creek. I was really planning on vlogging a lot more today. Ashley's been gone and I've had lots of time, but the two projects that I've been working on have taken forever. Whew. But I finally got the ram pump going up to the water tanks. We're about to go check that out. And the solar fan just took a long time to make the mount for it to hang up on the roof. But anyway, Ashley's on her way home and progress is being made. Man, the Manfrotto selfie stick is heavy. So I have walked up and down this hill to get the ram pump going now. I'm pretty sure it's been 12 times. And I'm getting so tired of this hill. So I think I'm gonna go up here and check the tanks and then call it good on this project for today. Dad's day has been mostly successful. I finished 3 videos for next week. And hopefully I'll be able to get this water working for tomorrow, so I can go ahead and water the garden and not worry about having to use well water. Let's see where we are now. Huh. Seems like they're both about right here, so that's a good thing. Nice. Still a pretty sizable leak right there. I'm gonna have to get a hose clamp for sure. Well, I need to assemble 2 ram pumps for tomorrow and go to bed. So I will see you tomorrow for some more content. Oh, quick note about the ants over at the tiny house. All dead. I just looked and they were all lined up around the outside. So that stuff, knockout, takes care of those ants. Good morning. Last night was one of those fall asleep at 11 and the next thing you know it's 7:30, so good night. I thought I would go by the ram pump as we head out here and see if I can hear it going. Let's see, it's raining. Nope, I think it stopped. The ram pump's gonna do that whenever it's flooding like this, but I'll have to install the new line. It's going to be a supply line into the bucket, and then I'm going to close off the intake from the flume because it just gets so much debris in it that it's not working very well. Well, Emma and I are going to head off to UPS and drop off some ram pumps, and then we're going to go by Walmart, get some food for supper, and I'm going to see if they have hose clamps because I just filmed the ram pump to the storage tanks and there was several leaks and I want to get those fixed up. Well, I thought with all this rain the pump had stopped, but I just can't hear it because the waterfall is so loud. But if you look at this, those tanks are definitely overflowing up there. So they're full, the tower is doing well. I don't see any flex on the boards, so that's a good thing. Now I do intend on beefing this system up even more. I'm gonna put some diagonal bracing on here, maybe even some corner diagonal pieces. For instance, I've got boards like that one that I could just screw into the side for more support, just to keep it from rocking if it ever wants to. Well, cool. I mean, look at all that water flowing off. That's a lot of overflow. Maybe a bit too much. Even on a fairly nasty day like this, the solar-powered fan in the attic space has clicked on. It's just running away up there. Probably can't see a thing, but anyway, that's really cool. So I'm gonna wrap up that video probably tomorrow when we get some really good sunshine. And anyway, I'm very happy that that is working as it should. So my shop here has become quite a disaster over the past couple of weeks, and it's getting hard to move around and do anything. So I believe I'm going to do some cleanup, and Ashley and I may be getting sick. Emma's also had some problems, so hopefully that doesn't hit too hard. But I'm going to crank up some music, do some cleaning, and I will show you the final result. I was able to get all of these boxes broken down and unloaded. It doesn't look a whole lot better, but it actually is. It's improving. So I got this whole trash can full of sawdust, and then this one as well. So the floor is at least better, and hopefully I will be able to get back to these sheets of OSB. I want to go ahead and get this one on, and then maybe get over here done as well. Now I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and close up the shop, and with all that rain, it should be humid enough to see if it's going to have condensation up here or not. But I'm thinking that fan is going to make a big difference. Well, it's 4 o'clock and I'm feeling kind of meh. So I think I'm going to go inside, get some emails answered, get a ram pump boxed up, and probably just call it good for the evening. And of course, get this video for you to watch. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.